What up everyone, I'm Matt, and today we're going to be talking about the most popular pets in AdoptMe. Now, I'm sure there have been plenty of popular pet videos uploaded on YouTube before, but none of them have figured it out quite the way I have. A few weeks ago, I asked our busy data engineers here at Uplift Games to pull the last equipped pet statistics for me from the files of the game. What that means is, I now know exactly how many times a player logged out while having a certain pet equipped, giving me a pretty good idea of which pet is numerically the most popular. So, are you ready to find out if your pet is one of the most used in AdoptMe? If you are, you better keep watching. Oh, and you should probably subscribe too, because we've got a video on the rarest pets coming out next week. The humble bee might not be so humble after all, because it's actually one of the most popular pets in AdoptMe. This pet was added to the game back on November 8th, 2019, alongside the king bee and the queen bee, though neither of those are anywhere near as popular as the normal bee. All these bees were added as part of the coffee shop upgrade, and can be tamed by purchasing honey for 199 Robux. The reason the bee is probably so much more popular than either the king bee or the queen bee is likely because it's the pet you're most likely to get when taming bees with honey. The bee was also the very first insect pet that was ever added to the game, and, let's be honest, is absolutely adorable. Not only that, but its neon and mega neon forms look absolutely awesome, with the black bands of the bee, its feet, and its wings glowing a variety of colours. By our count, the bee was equipped 11,997,556 times when people logged out, which makes up 1.19% of all logouts in AdoptMe. Considering the Frost Fury was a pet that was only ever available as part of the winter holiday event in 2020, it's pretty impressive that it has managed to climb up to 9th place on our list today. Well, maybe we shouldn't be surprised though, because let's be fair, the 2020 winter holiday, which ran from December 15th, 2020 through to January 19th, 2021, was probably one of the coolest and best events that AdoptMe has ever seen. There were a ton of fun activities to do to keep people coming back to the game day after day, which meant many people were online. And if they were online, they would have got to see just how cool the Frost Fury was, especially since there was a whole minigame themed around it. The Frost Fury was purchasable for 800 Robux and is a legendary pet. As such, it has an absolutely incredible neon and mega neon look, with all of its spiky icy blue areas glowing when the pet is upgraded. According to our statistics, the Frost Fury was equipped 13,892,558 times when players were logging out, which equates to 1.38% of all logouts. The KITSUNE is another really cool pet. It's actually themed after Japanese folklore, in which the kitsune is a mysterious fox that possesses powerful supernatural abilities. In lore, they are foxes with multiple tails, just like the kitsune in-game. Apparently, the more tails a kitsune has, all the way up to 9, the more powerful it is. The kitsune in AdoptMe has a total of 7 tails, which means it's probably pretty powerful. The kitsune is another Robux pet, which can be purchased from the pet shop for 600 Robux. However, that was reduced down to 300 Robux for the first 2 weeks that it was released, and then again during the cyber sale towards the end of 2020. Maybe that's why this pet ended up being so popular. So just how popular is it? Well, at our last check, the kitsune was equipped 14,702,397 times when players logged out, and that's 1.46% of all logouts. 7th on this top 10 is the mighty, the powerful dragon. This is the first pet on our list today, which actually comes from an egg and doesn't cost any Robux at all. This pet was available in the cracked egg, the pet egg, and the royal egg, all of which could be purchased through varying levels of bucks. This mythical monster can also be found on the Dragon's Castle house, in toy form as the Dragon Balloon, a small small stone dragon statue, and even as a giant statue overlooking the hot springs. Of course, the dragon was always destined to be a popular pet. I mean, it's a dragon, one of the coolest legendary beasts in history. Lots of variants of the dragon have been made since the original came out, ranging from the bat dragon to even diamond and golden dragons. But it's the original we're talking about right now. The original dragon was equipped 16,124,137 times, which is 1.6% of all logouts. Alright, let's go from something that was really cool to something that's just a little bit silly. The pet rock. The first time we saw the pet rock was back in 2020, where it was released as a temporary pet as a joke. But it turned out that people loved the pet rock so much that it was brought back this year in 2022 as a pet that you could buy for $350 and then keep forever. The rock really is a silly little pet. It's just a rock with some silly string for a mouth and two googly eyes stuck on the front. It can't do any real tricks. All of them make the pet rock sit still on the floor because, of course, it's just a pet rock. It does have really cool neon and mega neon forms though. Its whole body glows with colour. As of our last check, the pet rock had been equipped 20,969,079 times upon players logging out, which jumps right up to 2.09% of all logouts. As has become tradition with these list videos, I like to throw in a question of the episode, and that includes showing off some of my favourite answers from the last video that I did. Thanks for all the amazing comments. This time though, I want to know what your favourite pet is and why you like it so much. Is it one of the pets you've seen in this video, or is it something else entirely? Let me know in the comments and I'll show them off in our next list video. Alright, let's go back to talking about cool pets, because the 5th most popular pet in AdoptMe is the gold Lunar New Year tiger. Released as part of the Lunar New Year event in 2022, players could actually purchase a Lunar Tiger box for $350. Buying this box would give players a chance to walk away with a Lunar Tiger, a Lunar White Tiger, or a Lunar Gold Tiger. The tiger pet was released as a reference to this year's Chinese zodiac animal, as this year we are of course in the Year of the Tiger. The golden version of the Lunar New Year tiger was equipped 21,756,851 times when people logged out, making it take up 2.16% of all logouts. Okay, back to creatures from myth and back to pets that could be obtained from the basic cracked and royal eggs. Number 4 is the unicorn. This is probably one of the cutest and coolest pets in the game, and alongside the dragon was actually one of the very first legendary pets that were ever added to AdoptMe. It's colourful, it's adorable, and it can be obtained through 3 different eggs. It's sort of no surprise that this pet is in the top 5 of the most popular, right? That popularity has also led rise to many unicorn themed items in the game. There are unicorn rattles, a unicorn stroller, a plush, and even a cycle, and many more. Oh, and then there's the neon unicorn, which in my opinion is even cooler than the mega neon version of the pet. The horn, feet, and tail all glow pink, but then the mane actually glows the colour that they are, which is super cool. So the numbers then. The unicorn was equipped a colossal 25,956,689 times upon logging out, which equates to 2.58% of all logouts. Okay, so I'm classing the New Year Tiger and the White Lunar New Year Tiger both as number 3, as they're right next to each other on the leaderboard and they're technically just the same pet with a bit of a recolor. I'm also going to go over this one pretty quickly because we've already discussed everything you need to know about the Lunar New Year Tiger pet when we spoke about the gold version earlier. All you really need to know here is that the White Tiger was equipped 28,034,161 times, while the normal Tiger was equipped 43,730,548 times. That's 2.79% of all logouts for the White Tiger and 4.35% of all logouts for the normal Tiger. Okay, we're up into the top 2 now, and I have to say, neither of these pets are probably going to surprise anyone, because next up is the cat. The cat is one of the pets that a player can obtain right at the beginning of the game from the starter egg. The starter egg is given to every single player when they first start playing AdoptMe, and is collected from the nursery. This egg is basically a tutorial, and will walk players through how to care for an egg until it hatches. There is then a 50% chance for the starter egg to hatch into a cute little cat. Since it's one of the starter pets, it really shouldn't be a surprise that it's still one of the most popular, and according to the stats, it was equipped a colossal 53,496,320 times, which is honestly nuts. That means the cat takes up 5.32% of all logouts. Now then, there's only one pet that could ever possibly take on the cat, and it once again won't surprise a single person, because in our number one spot is the dog. Much like the cat, the dog comes from the starter egg, and you have a 50-50 chance of hatching one from it. While that may be the case, it seems like people are far more attached to their dogs than they are their cats, as it was equipped 59,378,220 times upon logging out, which makes up 5.91% of all total logouts in AdoptMe. Yep, it seems like there are many more dog lovers than there are cat lovers out there playing AdoptMe. So, those are the top 10 most popular pets in AdoptMe according to our last equipped pet statistics. Personally, my favourite pet in the game is the golden rat, which only 0.17% of the AdoptMe player base has equipped when logging out, which is obviously nowhere near the top. Anyway, this is the end of the video, so don't forget about subscribing and clicking on the notification bell so that you can catch all of the great future updates and videos that we have coming to you in the future. I'll see you in the next one.